am by no means a social butterfly, but I am beginning to come out of my chrysalis and thought I would share some advice on how to maintain a social life, as I found for the longest time that being a social butterfly was unsustainable for me, but I think I was just going about it the wrong way. This is not to say you have to be super social or charismatic, charming, or that it's bad to be introverted. This video is about becoming the best social butterfly version of yourself. So I like to analyze and break down human behavior as sort of a hobby. So I've created a module called the Social Butterfly Life Cycle. I have been through this cycle many times before, and the goal is to see how you can move on to the next stage and maintain it. The first stage you might be in is egg mode. This is when you feel like you have little to no understanding of how to interact with people, and every time you even attempt to interact, it just becomes awkward and uncomfortable, or you just can't seem to say anything at all. You feel very much stuck in your shell. The second stage is caterpillar mode. This is when you are out and about, making some friends, but it's still quite limited and it takes a while for you to catch up with everybody else. The third stage is chrysalis mode. You don't want to be a caterpillar anymore and want to become a social butterfly, but struggle to get there, so you isolate yourself and don't feel ready to leave your silky bedsheet cocoon. The fourth stage is social butterfly mode. You have decided to leave your cocoon and touch some grass and start to mingle with others platonically or romantically with confidence. But everyone will find themselves going back to previous modes at some point because it takes up so much energy, and some people have a harder time getting to that stage than others. How to leave egg mode. Your environment will have a great impact on whether or not you feel comfortable coming out of your shell, and some environments are just not suitable for you. We all experience some levels of egg mode in certain situations, many of these being unavoidable, such as small talk, meeting someone new, working in customer service, or talking over the phone, or just not feeling a sense of belonging. I have learned to accept that certain situations, environments are just never going to be comfortable for me, and I don't have to force myself to become a social butterfly for the approval of others, but rather to fulfill myself. So try and find an environment that makes you feel more comfortable, that excites you, that energizes you, and allows you to be yourself more. This could be joining a book club, art club, sports club, etc., and doing things like this can also give you something to talk about when you're in egg mode. How to leave caterpillar mode. So you are now in caterpillar mode. You are a hungry caterpillar now, and you are growing and becoming more familiar with your environment, but you're still struggling to catch up with the others. This is when you're at the stage of making maybe a few connections and friends, but you still find it hard to bond outside of these environments. This is when the social butterfly effect comes into play. This is when a friend can ease the awkwardness and speed up the process of being acquainted so that you can fit in with new people. But this also requires you to step a bit out of your comfort zone and slowly build your confidence in meeting new people that you don't know much about. So just one connection with someone can create a chain reaction of interaction. Some people feel happy at this stage and others don't quite feel as fulfilled by this, and may desire to have either more connections or much deeper connections with others, but feel like they don't quite know how to get there and feel stuck. How to leave chrysalis mode. You now enter chrysalis mode. You may hide in your cocoon for up to a few weeks, or many months can go by and you feel like you're turning into a goo. But this goo that you become is important though. Value the time that you have when you are alone and use it to work on yourself, engage in your hobbies, question your desires and things you wish to experience that you believe will make you feel more fulfilled. Now that you have a good understanding of what brings you joy, you can also decide whether to start developing those existing friendships further, or you can also make some new friends that you feel align with who you are, so what matters to you also matters to them. You've gained the confidence and are now beginning to step out of your cocoon and decide to spread your wings and fly. You are now going out and you're talking to more people and having a really good time. You are now a social butterfly. Maintaining social butterfly mode. After a while, you may still become a bit wary, and that's not because you aren't enjoying the presence of others, but because you're just a bit tired from doing more than you're comfortable with. So it's important to know that limit. You don't always have to say yes to everything. You can take some breaks and have some downtime just for yourself to recuperate. And remember, it's okay to be in egg mode, caterpillar mode, and chrysalis mode. It doesn't mean that you're boring or unlikable. You might just be in the wrong garden.